Turn them loose. Great start. Side by side, wheel to wheel. Hendrick high, rolling lows. We'll go through turn number 1.
Hendrick on the high side, rolling down on low. Hendrick's going to pull out to the lead. Watch out, here comes the Jet as the 5H out there. Trevor Holt kind of going around there getting a feel for the track. He runs high as Josiah is pulling down to his inside. Right behind Josiah is going to be that 37 of Lane Chew on that. Little problem there for the 28. Tobin the Hitman Bartlett loses it. Takes a little detour through the infield. He's back on the track racing action as 25. Tyler Hendricks out there in front. 5, Kyle Rowland just rolling along right behind him. And watch out, our 2 caught up in that little mess. Around there goes Holt. He almost takes it down there into the mud pit.
I thought he was mud puddling there for a minute, but he gets it stopped before he does. It's yellow caution coming out on the racetrack.
Pud muddling?
Yep.
Pud muddling?
Pud muddling, yep.
Pud muddling, okay.
Mud puddling. Before they get to the flag stand here, because just quick as that green flag comes out, green is go here.
Really?
Yep. As they come through turn number 3, off of turn number 4, looks like Kyle Rowland taking a sneak peek on the high side. As they come down the front straightaway, Hendricks still going to lead them as we go into turn 1.
Hendricks going to be leading, rolling right behind him there. Here comes Lane Chew with that new aerodynamic car of his. Right in front of him is going to be the 7SI, Josiah the Jet Birkinshaw, as Hendricks takes lap number 1 off the second restart. Then it's going to be the 5 of Kyle Rowland, the 7SI, Josiah the Jet Birkinshaw gaining ground here. That's 37, Lane Chew on that. And single file again here, 28, Toby the Hitman Bartlett in the back of the pack. All chasing down that 25 of Tyler Hendricks.
Tyler Hendricks, he's got that car out front, but rolling right on the back bumper. The man on the move is that 7SI. So Josiah Birkinshaw, as he's bringing that car to the front, he is going to be on the inside of Rowland as they come by the flag stand, but still out front. Tyler Hendricks in that 25, big-time bail bonds.
And now you got Josiah the Jet Birkinshaw sitting second. He moved ahead of the 5 of Kyle Rowland. Rowland getting caught up behind the leader, Tyler Hendricks here. As now Josiah the Jet Birkinshaw is going to work around, try to get to the inside of Hendricks. He does, coming around turn number 2. Hendricks a little loose out of 2, but gathers back up. Little contact there down the back straightaway. Here comes Rowland.
Left front.
Way up high.
Hendricks.
Oh, my goodness. Yes, it did.
Left front just broke. I saw it fold up and under the cars. He went into turn number 3, unable to get that car in the infield as he is going to pull it high. Caution on the racetrack. Everybody trying to pull him in the infield. I don't think it would turn that direction because it went straight up across the racetrack as that wheel folded up and under.
Yes, sir.
I thought it.
No,
that's tough now.
Green flag flies, and here we go once again, and pedal to the metal there. Lane Chew on that, trying to move up from back of the pack. Moves down to the inside of Rowland. He's sitting third. Rowland back of the pack. Contact. 28. Tobin the Hitman Bartlett, 7 aside. Josiah the Jet Birkinshaw. Birkinshaw sitting out front, coming past the flag stand. Battle up front, battle in the back here. As it's Josiah the Jet Birkinshaw. Battling 28. Tobin the Hitman Bartlett. Lane Chew trying to get ahead by more in front of the 5 of Kyle Rowland as we're in the final lap. Coming around, white flag flies. Sorry, checkered flag flies for the 7SI, Josiah the Jet Birkinshaw second. Going to the 28 with Tobin the Hitman Bartlett. Lane Chew on that, taking third, and rounding out your top 4, the 5 of Kyle Rowland.
Yeah, you lost a lap there somewhere, didn't you?
Somewhere.
Yeah, you get newly engaged.
Poor guy, lucky guy. Lucky guy, yeah.
Lucky dog.
Green flag flies and a good start by your leader, number 19, Joshua the Magic Man Munson. On his side, it's going to be Dalton Blow. Dalton Blow driving that 35. Down inside of him is going to be that 03 of Lance Dixon. It looked like there was a couple hung up there coming around turn number 2. As lap 1 in the book, it's going to be all 19, Joshua the Magic Man Munson.
As the 2 behind him got in a little contact down the back straightaway, everybody gathers it back up. But checking out, how about that E-Mod driven by Josh Munson? He has got a good 5-6 car length leaders. We're headed to turn 1, coming on 2.
Munson, no stranger to victory lane here at this track, as you see Dustin Thulin trying to be on the move here, getting blocked by the 17 of Ramon Ortega and the 03 of Lance Dixon. Dixon not letting him by. Ramon Ortega sitting right in front. Now he moves down to the inside. Contact as Ramon Ortega up into the wall. Heavy contact there.
Thulin getting in under him as they started through turn 1 and 2. Heavy contact as up against the wall goes Ortega. Car airborne for a few minutes. At least it settles down before it gets into the wall. Quick as we get information on the driver, we'll pass it along to you. It appears that he is moving around in the car.
As Sean Wilson throws that green flag high, and another good start by the Magic Man driving Vamoose Mach 2 out there, Joshua Munson. Right behind him, Lance Dixon. Now Dustin Thulin seeing what's wrong with that car. It looks like it's a little wobbly around the turns here, as right in front of him is going to be that 35 of Dalton Blow, and Dustin Thulin sitting in the back there in that 45 as they all chase down that E-modified 19 Joshua the Magic Man Munson.
Thulin a little bit loose in that car, maybe some damage to it, we don't know, but Lance Dixon a good solid sack of it. Everybody chasing that 19X of the Magic Man as he has got it out front pulling away. How about the E-modified here in the B-mod class? Got that car out front pulling away.
Of course, the driver has a lot to do with that. Joshua Munson, a great driver here at Atchison County Raceway, has a track championship belt as he is coming around your leader this lap and the previous laps as well. Lance Dixon sitting second. Dalton Blow in that 3 spot round now your top 4, that 45 of Dustin Thulin. Thulin trying to work through it. Seems like a couple issues here, a little loose coming around the corners with that back, no doubt due to that heavy contact with Ramon Ortega.
Yep, problems for that race car, but no problems for the 19X. How about Munson got that car out front and pulling away as the white flag comes out as they go through turn number 1. Coming off 2, they're going to be going down the back straightaway. Take us home, Grant.
As he's out of turn number 2 and down the back straightaway, coming into turn number 3, it's 19 Joshua the Magic Man Munson up into the wall just a little bit. The 35, a Dalton Blow, as he's going to sit third. In front of him is going to be Lance Dixon in the 03. And rounding out your top 4, it's going to be 45, a Dustin Thulin. So again, 19 Munson, Dixon in the 03, 35 Dalton Blow, and 45 Dustin Thulin rounding out your top 4 for the B-modified heat race number 1.
Oh, Bill, turn number 4. Green flag flying as we come down the front straightaway. Drescher and Streeter side by side as we head into turn number 1. Off by 2, look at the youngster go.
Woo, look at that.
Streeter got that 34S out front, and here comes Drescher as they come by the flag stand.
Streeter out front, Drescher moving to his inside. Here comes the one of Kyle Henning and the 3K of Scott Henning. But how about that youngster out front, 34S of Sturgis Streeter, running the middle line of the track here. C4 Curtis Drescher right on his tail, though. One of Kyle Henning trying to move up there with the leaders here, as Drescher not able to get down to the inside of that 34S Sturgis Streeter. Young gun out there. How old?
That young man, 13 years of age behind the wheel of that race car. What a job he is doing, mixing it up with an E-modified against these B-mod cars out front and leading by the flag stand into turn number 1.
And Curtis Drescher, no stranger to a victory lane at the tracks he goes to, well-seasoned veteran out there, as the 34S Sturgis Streeter is running and leading these veterans out here. One of Kyle Henning has a feature win under his belt, 2 of them out there, and the 3K of Scott Henning out there, all chasing down that 13-year-old 34S Sturgis Streeter.
I tell you, the man impressing me. How about Kyle Henning making his move to the front? He will pass Drescher going down the back straightaway, take over that second spot. But up front, everybody chasing Streeter, but here comes Henning. Henning's going to make that move on the inside as we go into 1. Who's it going to be? A Streeter will hang on to it down the back straightaway as we go through turn number 3. Coming off turn number 4, we got a battle for the lead. Streeter on the high side, Henning on the low side. Streeter by half a car length into 1 as we come off 2.
Streeter doing a fantastic job around these corners as Henning's on his low side. Streeter on the high side coming around turn number 4, taking the white flag nose to nose at the flag stand.
Henning
coming around turn number 2 as they're down the back straightaway. Henning's got the lead. Streeter on the high side. Curtis Drescher sitting third. Streeter's going to come down the low to the inside. He's not going to have enough as one Kyle Henning takes the heat race here. Second, going to that wonderful driver, the driving 13-year-old Sturgis Streeter. Third, going to the C4, Curtis Drescher, and Scott Henning rounding out your top 4 in that 3K out there. How about Sturgis Streeter?
2 B-modified races, 2 E-modified winners. Yeah, well,
appreciate it.
I do what I can to humble you.
Yeah.
You know?
Green flag flies and a great start by number 28, Toby the Hitman Bartlett. Inside him is going to be Chuck Warman in that 04. As it's going to be 83, Aaron Boosauter out there. Moving down to his inside is going to be the 7SI Josiah the Jet Burgage. As they all chase down that 28, Tobin the Hitman Bartlett.
As they go down the back straightaway, that hobby stock out front. Tobin the Hitman Bartlett, Chuck Warman in tow. Also Aaron Boosauter. What is up with these lower classes coming out here leading the
I don't know.
But they are getting it done as Bartlett going to lead them down the back straightaway.
Bartlett's going to be leading in the hobby as the stock car right behind him there, the 04 of Chuck Warman. Then you got the 83 of Aaron Busotter and the 7 inside Josiah, the Jet Bergenshire. All chasing down track champion number 28, Tobin the Hitman Bartlett, but not even track champion in this class.
No, not even running this class.
No.
It's a hobby stock car out here competing with the stock cars, but what a job he is doing as he has got a car length, maybe 2 car length lead on Warman in that 04 as we go through 3 off of turn 4 by the flag stands. The laps start winding down.
That's right. Not a lot of time for the 04 there, Chuck Warman, to get anything done in that war wagon. As they make their way coming around turn number 3, 28 over the Hitman Bartlett around 4 down the front straightaway. 04 Chuck Warman, followed by Aaron Busotter, and the 7SI Josiah the Jet Bergenshire, rounding out your top 4.
Car number 28 still leading them as Bartlett comes through turn number 3 off of turn number 4. Again, the lap starting to wind down. Can this hobby stock hang on and win this stock car class? A little bit of smoke trailing out of that car number W04. Looks like he may be slowing on the racetrack as Busotter has running down. Sauter on the inside as Warman slips up the racetrack again. Quite a bit of smoke coming out of the 04. Don't know if that's tire smoke. As Sauter looking on the inside, a little bit loose. As hanging on to it, Warman sticks to that second spot.
As white flag's going to come out here for the 28 at the tip of the Hitman Bartlett driving around to that hobby stock. Then it's going to be the 04W Chuck Warman, 83 Aaron Busotter, and 7SI Josiah the Jet Bergenshire. As 28 over the Hitman Bartlett is down the back straightaway. He's coming around turn number 3. He's into 4, coming around 4, taking the checkered flag. Hobby stock, 28 over the Hitman Bartlett in the IMCA stock cars. Second, going to the 04 Chuck Warman. Third, the 83 of Aaron Busotter. And rounding out your top 4, the 7SI Josiah the Jet Bergenshire.
Okay, let's clarify a little bit here. We keep calling them the IMCA stock cars, which they are, but it's kind of open tonight. But you have to have 6 to be IMCA sanctioned. So by having 4 in it, it will just be a money race with open rules tonight. So the hobby stock's moving up to the stock car class. Again, have to have 6 per class in order to get the IMCA national points.
Bummer. As they make their way around, waiting for the flag man, Sean Wilson, to throw that green flag high. Green flag flies, pedal to the metal racing, number 71. Tony the Tiger Lane out to a good lead here as moving up the 74. Rodney Schweitzer trying to get to the inside. Whoa! Gunning down the back straightaway, the 77 of Stephen Bowers Jr. last to second. Right there down the back straightaway as he's chasing down the 71 of Tony the Tiger Lane.
I don't know, Bowers may have scared himself then. He's
I think so.
Coming off turn 2 as he has moved into that second spot now, trying to close in on the fast car of Tony Lane. Off of turn number 2, down the back straightaway. Lane still going to lead him, but here comes Bowers. Who's it going to be as we come off turn number 4, the flag stand? Lane will lead that lap as we go into 1.
Bowers right behind him, though, and a battle shaping up in the backpack here. It's going to be 33 Nitro Nicholas Carpenter ahead of the 74. Rodney Schweitzer is Lane blocked 77. Stephen Bowers Jr. from the inside corner there as Lane comes low and goes high. 77 Stephen Bowers Jr. trying to get around him here as the battle shaping up in the back. 33 Nitro Nicholas Carpenter slips up a little bit. 74 Rodney Schweitzer on his inside.
Tony Lane doing a good job running that line, but now the 77 gets position coming down the back straightaway, side by side, wheel to wheel, door to door, and here he comes, doing the slide job to perfection, picking up the lead, the 77 of Stephen Bowers Jr.
And now moving back now to the inside, the 71 of Tony the Tiger Lane. I wouldn't think. 77 Stephen Bowers Jr. leading. Coming around turn number 1, widening the gap between him and Tony the Tiger Lane in the 71. Then it's going to be 33 Nitro Nicholas Carpenter, followed by 74 Rodney Schweitzer. Stephen Bowers Jr. leads. 71 Tony the Tiger Lane taking second here. Respect the stripes as 33 Nitro Nicholas Carpenter, the chick magnet out there. In that 3 spot as a white flag flies for the 77. Stephen Bowers Jr., 71 Tony the Tiger Lane, Nitro Nicholas Carpenter, and Rodney Schweitzer. Schweitzer coming a little slick around turn number 4. But that's not going to matter because coming around now is the 77, Stephen Bowers Jr. taking a heat race here tonight. Second going to Tony the Tiger Lane. Third, Nitro Nicholas Carpenter. And rounding out your top 4, 74 of Rodney Schweitzer.
What racing action. I tell you one thing, Bowers looked like he was shot out of a cannon on lap 1 coming off turn 2, and he never looked back. But he had his hands full with that 71 of Tony Lane. As Lane, I agree with IMCA, one of the most improved drivers this year in the IMCA modified class. What a great job he has done behind the wheel of the 71 car. And how you say it, chip off the old block, as his daddy is Richard Lane, Hall of Famer and everything. Yep. So it does run in the family there as race fans.
Coming on to the track, ladies and gentlemen, they fly like butterflies and sound like bees. Powered only by 4 cylinders driven from the front wheels. Weighing in at nearly a ton, these cars are completely stock and ready to rock. Race fans, welcome the Sport Compact.
Will be car number 33D of Devin Smith.
Outside row number 2, the 66B, the Bear, Barry Luthi.
Row number 3, driving that car number 55, the old Hulk himself, David Miller III.
Row 3 outside, it's the half-B Batman, Stephen Bunton.
And he aims to please. Shotgun on the field, the number 9 of Christian Pease. Race fans, after this race is complete, all the cars that remain running will turn around and do a backwards victory lap in honor of Tanner Sipes.
On the pole, this should be interesting right here as they come around to the start. Green flag flies, it's pedal to the metal, and those bees are buzzing. Out to a quick lead, the half-crazy underdog, the bearded wonder, John Willard. Moving up, you can see him, Barry Luthi. He's on a mission here as he's got 2 in front of him. He's got the 7 of Jason Teal and the 33D as Teal's throwing some smoke there around the corner.
Wheel rub, right rear tire rub on the car number 7 of Teal. As 33 of Smith, he will move into that second spot, and here comes Luthi as he is looking on the inside of Teal.
Teal, awful lot of tire rub there. Could play a factor here. Luthi is off the pace a little bit. Falls back to last place here. Something amiss with the 66B of Barry Luthi. He's going to pull it down to the infield out of harm's way. We stay green flag racing. As they all chase down the half-crazy bearded wonder underdog of John Willard. Then it's going to be the 33D of Devin Schmidt, followed by the half-B of Stephen Button, Jason Teal, David Miller III, and Christian Pease.
Impressive run with the 33D tonight. New car for him as he comes out. Running a solid second place on the racetrack. Everybody's chasing the old bearded wonder, the half crazies. Again, a lot of tire smoke. Let's just take them 3 wide through turn 3, coming off turn 4. Who's it going to be back in the back? As now the smoke's coming out the front end of that race car. Problems for the 7 of Teal.
We ain't going to have no mosquitoes here tonight. As they all chase down the half-crazy bearded wonder, John Willard. It's going to be 33D in second, followed by half-B of Stephen Button as Christian Pease makes his way around the 7 of Jason Teal with the 55, David Miller III, still trying to fight up there. Jason Teal blocking him, Christian Pease. Right in front of both of them as they all chase down the underdog bearded wonder, John Willard.
Nobody has anything for that half crazy. Been pretty much that way all year. Josh Conrad giving him a run, winning a few features, but I tell you what, that half crazy of John Willard been on a mission this year. Like he said, a good year and a bad year. Losing James Reed, now losing Tanner, a bad year, but a good year on the racetrack.
That's right. He has had an excellent year out here on the racetrack, taking home the belt, the infamous belt of Atchison County Raceway, as he's leading here tonight. Second place, a straightaway lead behind him. That's the 33D of Devin Schmidt and the half-B of Stephen Button. As
Button starting to make his move toward the front as he is trying to run down Smith. The 2 half cars, both of them coming out of the same stable. Both of them real fast race cars. But Smith will hang on that second place as he is trying to chase down that 1 half crazy of Willard.
As I see there in that last lap, Christian Pease running a high line. You'll see it again here around turn number 4. Runs a very high line, then cuts it back down to the inside as he is sitting in that 4 spot. And half crazy John Willard is running into lap traffic here as he's approached the rest of the field.
He only knows one speed. That's as wide open as that 1 half crazy car will run as lap traffic coming into play as a passing flag coming out being given by by the flagman Sean Wilson as we got 1 to go.
White flag flies here for your leader, the half-crazy John Willard. Second, going to be the 33D of Devin Schmidt, followed by the half-B of Stephen Button. As Willard is bobbing and weaving through lap traffic here, he is at the 7 of Jason Teal. He's coming around turn number 4. He's going to take the checkered flag, half-crazy John Willard. Second, going to go to the 33D of Devin Schmidt with half-B Stephen Button. taking home the top 3 here tonight in a great race ran by the half-crazy John Willard Underdog Bearded Wonder. Da-da-da-da. Right there, your feature winner here tonight of the Sport Compact class, half-crazy John Willard.
All right, again, these guys are going to turn around now, and they're going to do a backwards victory lap in honor of Tanner Sipes. Race fans, I ask that everyone please rise and remove those caps as we honor this 16-year-old that passed away at 2 p.m. today. As Tanner would have it, let's give them a big round of applause as they go by. Thank you, race fans. Thank you. Winner, the Bearded Wonder, John Willard. John, I know you wanted to win this one tonight for Tanner. How do you say it? Earlier we was talking, it's been a great year on the racetrack, but a sad year behind the scenes, losing James and now losing Tanner, but great race out here tonight.
Yeah, I mean, we won the one for Tinker. Now we've won the one for Tanner. This is heartbreaking for the year, but it's also been a real good year.
And I will say this, you a very emotional person, Frank, very emotional tonight. At least you're sending this kid off in style, and at least you know he's in a better place now.
I was just glad that I could get the whole field to do the Polish victory lap for Tanner in honor of Tanner.
Yeah.
Because I want to do things for the Reed family.
Yeah. And that was beautiful. The crowd standing with their caps off, watching that backward lap. Thank you very much for that tonight.
Thank you.
We're going to let you go ahead and celebrate in Victory Lane now. Race fans, let's give him another big round of applause. In Victory Lane, John Willard. I'd like to invite everybody back here to Atchison County Raceway. Thank y'all for coming out, and be careful going home as we're going to close her out here tonight. Hope everyone had fun, and see you next time here at ACR.